NXT took place from the Performance Center tonight, and the show was built around two major title matches. You had the NXT title in the main event on the line as Adam Cole defended his title against the Velveteen Dream, and the NXT Women's Championship was on the line as Charlotte Flair defended her title against Io Shirai, and both matches kind of left you with matches that were going to be set up later. That's how it seemed like. In particular, the women's match was a bit disappointing because I felt like we went backwards, but I'll get to that later. It's like, man, we're not going to get Charlotte and Io in a big feud now, but with the other one, the men's, it did seem like they were almost done with that angle. That's how it seemed like. Anyway, the show starts off. You have Tom Phillips walking up to the show. You have Mauro Ranallo and Beth Phoenix on commentary. And you have Johnny Gargano taking on Dominik Dijakovic to start the match. Candice LeRae on the outside with her gray hair. Candice, of course, is heel. She's really good at her job. I think Candice is very entertaining. I'm a fan of hers. I think Gargano, I'm sick of seeing him get pushed. And I feel like he's done every single thing you could do in NXT. He's been heel. This is like his second heel turn. His first heel turn was okay when he teamed up with Ciampa at one time. But this new heel turn is just, man, He's been there too long. He's overstayed his welcome. He's a fantastic run in terms of matches. He's probably the greatest NXT wrestler of all time. When you weigh all his matches he's had in his whole career from when he came in 4 years now. He came in 2016. It's been about 4 years exactly. He's had an amazing run. It's like one presidential term. He's done well. It's just he's done everything he could. He needs to go to the main roster. He might suck there, but he's done NXT. He's done everything they can do with Johnny Gargano in NXT. I want to see him go to the main roster. Let's see how he does. We think he's going to fail. Vince is going to figure him because he's so small. We don't know. Let's see how he does. Let's see how it goes. Let's send him there. I think he's done everything he could in NXT. He beat Dijakovic, but it feels like he's done it again. I think he's done it in NXT. Should be. Imperium, stablemates, Freemaker, Marcel Bethler cut a promo explaining last week while they attacked Matt Riddle and Timothy Thatcher. They want a tag team title match. Curtis Al beats Jake Gallagher. Interim title match. I'm surprised Gallagher wasn't even released. I thought Maverick's a much better wrestler. He got released. Gallagher is the whole Mary Poppins gimmick. That was funny 3 years ago. Now it's just it's annoying. But Tozawa gets the win. Don't really care. Chelsea Green with Robert Stone. She beats Zia Lee. Zia Lee looks like someone they might want to push. They want to get into the China market for sure, and she could be someone they push in the future. But I don't know when that's going to happen, especially now with this coronavirus. But I don't know when that'll happen. That's Chelsea Green. I guess they'll push her, but I don't see her much as a star, to be quite honest. Velveteen Dream cuts a promo on Cole with their match later tonight. Finally, we get the debut of Karrion Kross with Scarlett Bordeaux. So, she's just Scarlett, I guess, here. He's not Killer Kross, of course, he's Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross comes out, and it's Scarlett screaming. She's yelling as they were something herself. I don't like this Scarlett. I want the smoke show Scarlett. I want the Scarlett who's a sexiest woman in wrestling, a smoke show Scarlett. But then I start to grow on me in the match. You know what? She's pretty good at this. She's this dark mistress. Again, I like her more as a smoke show, but Karrion Kross, he's a dark gimmick. He's a killer, so she's like a killer. She's the mistress with the guy in the chain and around his neck, and he's a murderer, and she has to contain him. I like how she's screaming. I think she's more of a... But you know what? They don't have enough crazy... Not a lot of crazy chicks when you think about it. How many, Mandy Rose and Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgans do they need? These beautiful blondes, these bombshells, and Scarlett might be harder than all of them, but they have so many of them. It's cool to have this more of a crazy chick, but that's kind of be her role here. I do miss the smoke show, but with Kross murders Leon Ruff. Leon Ruff looks like a jobber here, but it was a massacre. Kross is someone who's going to get a major push here. I think he might be the one to beat Adam Cole. I almost guarantee he's going to be the top star in NXT. Him and Scarlett, it's going to be a big act on them. And it could work on the main roster too. This guy's he's going places, I'm telling you. They did a good video package, with hyping up Io Shirai and Charlotte Flair. Mackenzie Mitchell's backstage. She interviews Matt Riddle and Timothy Thatcher. Mackenzie Mitchell's a really top blonde. There's so many hot blondes there. It's insane. Vince, he loves his blondes. I ain't complaining. I love blondes too. But Mackenzie Mitchell, she's not as good as Kathy Kelly. I miss Kathy still, but she's pretty good. She's not bad. She asked Matt Riddle and Thatcher about Imperium winning a match. He says it wasn't up to him, and then Thatcher says, I think you can knock them out. I'll tap them out. Thatcher says to Riddle, looks like we're going to get that. Charlotte Flair defends the NXT Women's Championship against Io Shirai. Next, this was exciting. I was looking forward to this. I mean, this is really cool. I'm really looking forward to this. Charlotte's awesome. Io's awesome. These might be the two best women's wrestlers on the main roster. Of course, you have to put Asuka there. You have to put Kairi Sane there as well. But these two, man, this is going to be awesome. We've never seen this before. They're going to have an awesome match. And they were doing really well until the ending. So it starts out first with Io Shirai using her speed. She's so much smaller than Charlotte, so she has to use her speed to offset Charlotte's obviously size and power over her. Told a good story. There was a really cool Super Frankensteiner spot by Io Shirai. Got a near fall that looked awesome. I wish this match had a crowd. You got some. This is awful. This is awesome chance. Flair cuts her off. She goes for a moonsault, but then she misses, and Charlotte does a splits on the moonsault. It looked painful for Charlotte the way that looked. I was like, oh, that looked painful. Shirai hits a tiger fight kick. Flair kicks over that too. They have a cool back and forth. Shirai gets a flying scissors. She gets her into the turnbuckle. Charlotte goes to the top rope. Or Charlotte goes outside and Io goes to the top rope, but she misses a moonsault off the top rope onto the floor. Looked painful. Then, after she misses the ringside, Charlotte takes a kendo stick and she hits Io with it. This was exactly like what she did to Ronda Rousey at Survivor Series in 2018 when she just murdered her with a kendo stick. She didn't kill Io. She hit her one time, but she hit pretty hard with the kendo stick. It's a DQ. Flair then targets a leg and goes to Io. However, Rhea Ripley out of nowhere makes the save. She rushes there. She throws Charlotte away. Charlotte's gone, and she fled the scene. However, Io Shirai is mad at Rhea Ripley. I'm thinking to myself, why? Why is Io Shirai mad at Rhea Ripley? This makes no sense. But Rhea keeps telling Io, shut up, Io. Io starts following her up the ramp. She can barely walk. She's yelling at each other. It's like, does she not know what happened? And then they show backstage, I think it's Mackenzie Mitchell trying to interview Rhea Ripley. And then Io Shirai starts yelling at her, and they have a shoving match, and they have a major brawl. They have to get all the security guards. It's like a huge fun. I'm thinking to myself, oh, man, I guess that's it for Charlotte and Io. Probably not going to get a match. I guess Rhea faces Io maybe in a few weeks or something, but that's where they're going next. They're not going to get Charlotte and Io. Kushida beats Jake Atlas in a Cruiserweight Championship tournament match. Then you have Finn Balor. He's next. He cuts a promo. He talks about the Prince. I don't know. Maybe he can be Prince ever again, but Balor, I feel like, I don't know. I almost want to see him leave. I feel like I don't need to see him at NXT anymore. Cameron Grimes beats Denzel Dujournay. Okay matchup. Balor comes out later. He ducks a punch, and Grimes hit a double stomp. Balor then gave him a sling blade, and Grimes fled. They had a fight. Balor looks into the camera, says there is a snake hiding in the grass in the locker room, but he vowed to find him and chop off his head, so I don't know what he's talking about there, but I don't really know much about Balor anymore on the main roster. His run's been a disaster. Adam Cole faces the Velveteen Dream for the NXT title, and I'll be honest, going head-to-head, I thought NXT had the better, or AEW had the better main event. It was great. So Adam Cole Velveteen Dream's amazing title match main event. I thought AEW Dynamite had a more entertaining match at the Falls Count Anywhere match. But this is good. This is a good match. I like Charlotte and Io a little bit more. The stuff with Velveteen Dream is what it is now. I think everyone knows it. It's one of those things, like, what are you going to really say? So it's a solid matchup. Roderick Strong and Bobby Fish come out to ringside. Of course, Kyle O'Reilly's not there because he chose not to be. I think he has some sort of illness, but they try to get involved. The ref takes a bump. Dream jumps off the top rope, takes out Fish and Strong. And then, however, there was no ref, and Dream hits the elbow. There's no ref. However, all of a sudden you see someone come up from under the ring, and it was just strange. Fishing strong. It's Dexter Loomis. They're double teaming him, and Dream tries to revive the ref. Then he takes them both out. However, once he gets back in the ring, he walks in a super kick, and then he gets hit a lot. Adam Cole hits the Velveteen Dream with the last shot. 1, 2, 3. Adam Cole pins the Velveteen Dream and retains the NXT title. That was okay. Match was okay. It was, I don't know. I was like, we got a decent main event. We got good women's match with a bad ending, and we got a cool debut with Karrion Kross. But I mean, this was an okay show in my opinion. This wasn't a great show. I was expecting a really memorable NXT show, and I really didn't get that.